Welcome back to Amnesia! I don't know what I'm doing. So, sorry for cutting it off so, like, abruptly yesterday. Oh, you're roaring at me again. Not yesterday, last time I uploaded. It was a couple days ago now. Roar! But I had to check the sound of my mic, because I was stupid and didn't check it before. And, yeah. Why is there footsteps? Oh! I heard a little kid. I do not like that at all. No, you stop that. I don't like this at all. Stop. Oh, wibbly wibbly. The lack of a chimney to properly vent the fumes from my most recent experiments has taken its toll on many of my less stable ingredients in storage. Some seem unaffected, but many are stained by the fumes and will be difficult to salvage. I shall do what I can and move them to the wine cellar. Okay. Does that mean... Oh. Not the water monster! Oh.
There should be more coop rats. Let me see. And one part aqua fortis.
Okay. So, does that mean we're going to the wine cellar? This is my third attempt to produce the artificial vitae? The former compounds lack the potency I need, but I sense I'm close. Calamine and orpiment are given, and the cuparite binds them well. This time I will attempt aqua rege instead of an aqua fortis, and hope it will produce a more even solution. The experiment was unsuccessful. The solution is highly acid and proves impractical to put any use except as a detergent. Organic tissue reacts especially violently to this solution and should be handled with the greatest care. I might be able to use the recipe, but I'm losing hope that I will find an alchemic solution to my predicament. Okay, so does that mean we're gonna use his... Oh! What are you? One day will return. If it wasn't for the thought of you, my love, I wouldn't be able to go on. When I find myself doing terrible things, I take comfort in you. As long as I am able to think of you and long for a life together, I know I'm better than the others. I weep for them. They lust for power without restraint, where I only crave fair judgment and a safe return. Oh, so I can't pick it up or anything. Okay. Can I get the book behind it? Is this special? Stop wibbling! Oh, it's the Manchestershire one again. Manchestershire! Stop it with the baby! I don't like that. Okay, so back upstairs. Shut up, baby! Oh yeah, I forgot I could sprint. The other children cheered him on, his name voiced in a steadily rising pace, urging him to do it. Am I really doing this? The young boy thought and struck his victim with a rock. Oh! That took a turn for the worse. Whoa! That made me jump. It's so weird using R2 as the interaction button. Archives. Creepy dog noises. I don't want to go in the archives. I feel like that's a bad place. He fell to the kitchen floor. Tears were beginning to well in his eyes as he received the first kick in his stomach. Hazel remained hidden in fear she too would be punished. What the hell is going on? Oh, why'd I move to the side? I didn't even... Oh, I didn't even have my hand on my controller, but I moved to the side. I don't like this. Am I going insane? I'm going insane. I'm just gonna bask in this light for a while. Shut up, cockroach. Dang it. I keep pressing X. Shut up, cockroach.
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
Okay, so they're digging around in a tomb. That's a bad idea, like always. You know what? Give me his chair. Arrgh! Stupid cockroach. Is that a glitch? Okay, so I don't know if you guys can hear it, but right here, oh! That's a glitch. So when I stand near this chair and turn to the left and look at this side, I can only hear in my left earphone. And if I go to this side, I can only hear it from my right. That's weird. I'm going insane! I hereby offer my full attention and services to Alexander, Baron of Brandenburg. This contract will reign for a total of 3 years when my freedom shall return to me. In addition to Alexander, Baron of Brandenburg, is to recommend my services at the Persian royal court and within the sanctum of the Order of the Black Eagle. May no man break this seal. Wilhelm House of Genrich. Oh. Never mind, maybe it's not the chair. That's weird. So volume. Screw up though. Not volume. It's an audio mess up. My bad. You guys get what I mean. Am I out of oil? What the fuck was that? Okay, so it's apparently it does that audio mess up with any object. Stop.
17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
Oh, that was a bad idea. Like I said, don't mess with 2. I keep pressing the X, but what is that? That got... Am I going insane? Is that what that is? That's happening because I'm insane. I'm going crazy from all the darkness. Do I have any more oil? Oh, I checked that again. There we go. Oh, I wrote a bunch of them. Oh, no. Is there another entrance? Okay. I don't like this big open room. What the fuck was that? Fuck me. Oh. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, I hate you. Um,
17th of May, 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light. It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light.
touching mystic lights isn't always the best idea, but hey, why not?
I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
I'm still wary.
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the wars. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
I'm still worried about what that groaning was. Smash it open with a lantern. I said pot. Or, I was gonna say pot. Wait. Rock? Rock? Throw.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
What the fuck was that? Oh, that's not it. Alstadit and Brennenburg Castle, 1801. Wow. Another region rich with lore is Alstad, deep within the East Persian woods. For centuries, there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbor, Castle Brennenburg. The quiet forest-clad mountains dressed with scattered lakes is a picture sake as can be... No. Pitches? What? I don't know. As can be Alabet, the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local and you will hear proof of the widespread superstition. All travelers should indulge themselves in such conversations since it will certainly serve as exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twists on their tales, but there are more motifs that keep reappearing. The Gatherers. This story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30 Years' War. It is said that soldiers who abandoned their duty got lost in the cold, dark woods and were forever damned to roam the grounds. Their bodies, wrought by their tainted souls, have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have cited them over the years and described them as horrid revenants. They move silently through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called gatherers, as they seem to hold some ambition to steal living creatures. Jeez. It is their prey which can be heard struggling inside damp burlap sacks dragged behind them which reveal their presence. What dark scheme do they follow? Wow, that's a little screwed up. A visit undone. Heinrich Cornelis Agrippa, the well-known erudite, visited Alstad at the start of the 16th century. He resided in the local inn for a fortnight, good game, as he looked for remnants of kingdoms past. During his stay, all the prominent members of society paid notice, and he is mentioned in many records of this time. One day he went to investigate a burrow in the northwestern glades, only to never be seen again. Heinrich is known to have passed away in Grenoble some 10 years later. He dismissed the notion of ever visiting Alstad, which makes you wonder what really happened. Who was this mysterious man who visited the sleepy hamlet in the woods, and what happened to him? The Immortal Baron. The Baron of Brennenburg lives a reclusive life with his family at his castle nearby Alstad, and like most those of noble birth, rumors are inherited alongside with the title. Researching the history reveals little before the castle was consumed by fire in the late 16th century. It was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman from the Rhinelands, claiming the royal protector of the Persian state. Alexander helped the region to flourish and remained popular throughout his presumed lifetime. The family has always been secretive when it comes to lineage and heritage. Therefore, the birth and death of Alexander and his offspring have never been fully recorded. This has fed the idea that the Baron is in fact the one and the same who came from the west over 300 years ago, lived through the time of occupation, and joined the coveted Order of the Black Eagle along with the great leaders of this country. Wow. Bucky box. Okay, so any other pages? Oil. Could always use some more oil. Oh. was wondering what the fuck hit. What? There's a secret! How do I get to the secret? Oh, it's not the books. Nope. Thought maybe that would do it. Wilhelm and his fools have endangered my research long enough with their absent-minded handling of the human vessels. The sheriff is keeping a watchful eye on the forest and is killing my trustworthy servants. It's just a matter of time until they follow the trail to Brennenburg. I need to lock Wilhelm and his men up to avoid further investigation from the public. The wine cellar will therefore be sealed off until the matter has been handled. Either the king's men leave or they will starve. Whatever comes first, they can rot for all I care. I read that backwards, sorry. Maybe I will feed them some wine. It would, in a sense, solve both of my problems. Ha 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 ha. Get here. Books. So now where do I go? Back to the wine cellar. Oh, this door is open. I don't trust this! Oh, I can lean. Oh! That's nice. Oh, there's a chest. It's a good thing I accidentally came into this room. Stop it with the stiffy steppies! What the fuck? That lean is gonna come in really handy. Oh God. I want to see it, but I don't want to. I'm not going back, I'm not going back, fuck that. Oh, the sand gave way to his tired body as he fell from the camel's back. He felt the wind gently sweep across his face and his dry, crusted lips. Oh my god, my heart is beating so fast. Oh. Oh! Oh! Oh, fuck you, game. Ow! Ah. Ah, it scared the shit out of me. Okay. Whew. I think I'm gonna end it here, guys. Oh my god. I've had enough for today. I'll try to upload another video tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow.